Waking up in the middle of the night isn't always a big deal until it starts happening over and over. You check the clock, 2:18 a.m. You tell yourself it's just a blip, that you'll fall back asleep. But 10 minutes later, you're still staring at the ceiling. Your body's awake, your mind's alert, and the longer you lie there, the more restless you feel. If you're over 60, this kind of night might feel all too familiar. You're not in crisis. You're not doing anything wrong, but your sleep just doesn't work the way it used to. It's lighter. It breaks more easily, and when it breaks, it's harder to mend. You've likely tried a few things: reading, chamomile tea, maybe even sleep aids. Some nights they help, other nights they don't, and you're left wondering, what else is there? What actually works when I wake up and can't sleep again? This video is for those nights. It's not about fixing you. It's about walking you through a few gentle shifts. Things that require no special tools, no products, and no pressure, that can help your body and mind settle again, naturally. Let's start with the biggest mistake most people make as soon as they wake up: trying too hard. Part 1: The trap of trying too hard. There's something oddly cruel about lying in bed, exhausted but wide awake. You're not up because of noise. You're not restless because of coffee. You're awake because your body won't do what you're asking it to do: sleep, and the more you ask, the more it resists. You check the clock again. 2:43 a.m. You calculate, if you fall asleep in the next 10 minutes, you'll still get a few hours. Then it's 2:56, then 3:08. At some point, you stop checking, but the pressure lingers. You feel it in your chest, your breath, your heartbeat. Sleep has become something you're chasing, and the chase only makes it run farther away. Most people don't talk about this part: the frustration, the silent bargaining. Just let me get 3 more hours, you think. I'll eat better, I'll skip the nap, I'll stop watching the news before bed. But sleep isn't a negotiation. It's not a task you complete. It's not a switch you flip. And as counterintuitive as it sounds, the very act of trying, of mentally gripping onto sleep like it's something you have to catch, can be the thing keeping it from returning. We live in a culture that tells us effort equals results. Work harder, get more. Push yourself, succeed. But sleep doesn't care about effort. It only responds to safety, softness, and surrender. When we lie awake at night and try to sleep, we often tense up mentally, emotionally, and physically. We scan for solutions. We replay our day. We rehearse tomorrow. We do anything but rest. And here's where it gets tricky. That tension, your body reads it as stress. And the more stressed you feel, the more alert your nervous system becomes. Your heart rate goes up. Your breathing gets shallow. Your mind starts looping. You're no longer lying in bed trying to sleep, you're lying in bed fighting wakefulness. And even though you're doing it silently, internally it takes a toll. This isn't weakness, it's wiring. Your body evolved to stay alert in the face of stress. Thousands of years ago, a sound in the dark might have meant danger. Now it's just your own thoughts, but your body doesn't know the difference. It's trying to protect you. It's doing its job. It just doesn't realize the threat is the clock, or your worry about tomorrow's doctor appointment, or the memory that resurfaced for no clear reason. So what can you do? How do you stop trying without giving up completely? It starts with permission. Permission to not sleep right away. Permission to lie there without performing. To stop chasing and just be. Instead of "I have to fall asleep," try gently shifting to "it's okay to rest." That one change may seem small, but it's powerful, because when you let go of the outcome, your body stops bracing. When the pressure drops, your breath deepens. And when you stop telling yourself sleep must happen, sometimes it quietly does. This isn't about giving up. It's about softening the grip. And that shift away from effort toward ease is where sleep often begins again. Some people find it helpful to repeat a phrase in their head, almost like a lullaby. Nothing to fix, nothing to do. Others take a few slow, full breaths and focus on the sensation of the sheets, the air on their skin, the simple rhythm of being still. You don't need to meditate. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stop fighting. Even if sleep doesn't come right away, that stillness, that gentleness, that's rest too. And rest is where healing lives. The next time you find yourself wide awake in the dark, remember, it's not about doing more, it's about doing less. It's not about winning some inner battle with your brain. It's about letting the battle go altogether. You don't need to earn your rest. You deserve it simply because you're here. And that may be the most powerful sleep aid of all. Part 2, doing nothing can be healing. We're taught that doing nothing is lazy, that if you're not being productive, you're wasting time. That rest must be earned. And yet, in the quiet hours of the night, when you've done everything you can to fall back asleep, counted, breathed, adjusted the pillows, there comes a moment when nothing's left to do, just stillness, just you and the dark. And for many, that moment feels like failure. But what if it's not? What if that stillness is where the healing begins? Lying awake in the middle of the night, especially after 60, often brings more than just sleeplessness. It brings memories, reflections, even grief. It brings reminders of things we forgot to say, people we miss, or futures we can't control. That silence holds more than just the absence of sleep. It holds everything we've been too busy to feel. And maybe that's okay, because the body doesn't only restore itself when it's asleep. Science now confirms what many have long sensed. Deep rest, even without full sleep, still carries value. There's a term for this, non-sleep deep rest, or NSDR. It means lying still in the dark without stimulation or stress. No scrolling, no sitting up to read, no turning on lights, just being. Letting your body stop doing. Letting your mind untangle, slowly, gently, without pushing. Think of it like sitting on a quiet porch. You're not asleep, you're not distracted, but you're calm. And in that calm, something in you begins to exhale. Not just your lungs, your whole system. Your heart rate lowers. Muscles release tension. Your nervous system shifts from high alert to rest mode. You didn't do anything, but something changed. That's the power of stillness. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand, but it works. We underestimate how loud our lives are, how often we're pulled in different directions, even at night. And when we wake up at 2 or 3 a.m., the instinct is to fix it. We look for something to do, a solution, a remedy, but in those hours, the most healing response might be the exact opposite of what we've been taught. Not doing. Doing nothing isn't giving up. It's choosing not to fight yourself. It's saying, I don't need to solve this right now. And for many people, especially those who have lived decades in a world that values hustle and solutions, this is a radical shift. But it's one worth trying. Here's how it might look. You wake up. You notice your mind starting to run. You don't resist it, but you don't chase it either. You stay still. You soften your jaw. Let your shoulders drop. Feel the fabric of the sheet against your skin. Listen to the quiet. Let yourself rest without the pressure of sleep. You're not failing, you're simply resting. If sleep comes, it comes. If it doesn't, you've still offered your body something precious, the chance to settle. There's also something deeply human about letting the night be what it is. Some nights will be smooth, others will be broken. That's life. And when we stop measuring our worth by how quickly we fall back asleep, we start to reclaim a little peace. In fact, many people find that when they give up the chase, sleep returns on its own. Not because they forced it, but because their bodies finally felt safe enough to let go. Doing nothing can be the most powerful thing you offer yourself at 2 a.m., not because it fixes everything, but because it honors the truth that sometimes we don't need more effort, we just need more ease. And that ease begins with one simple permission. You are allowed to rest, even when you're awake. Part 3, your breath is the safest sleep aid. At 3 a.m., everything feels louder. The refrigerator hum, the ticking of the clock, the thoughts circling in your mind. But there's one sound we often forget to listen to: our own breath. It's there always. Quiet, steady, loyal. And when sleep won't come, it might be the only thing you truly have control over. Breath is not just air, it's rhythm, it's grounding. It's one of the few tools we carry with us wherever we go. And the most important part, it's free, no side effects. No prescriptions, no chasing results. Just you and the life moving through you one inhale at a time. Most people underestimate how powerful the breath really is. It's more than a function, it's a signal. When you're stressed, your breathing becomes shallow, fast, tight. Your body interprets that as danger. But when your breath slows, when it becomes deep, calm, and steady, it sends the opposite message: I'm safe. I can relax. It's okay to rest. In the middle of the night, when your heart feels like it's racing and your mind won't let go, shifting your breath can change your entire physiology. It tells your nervous system, you can stand down now. One of the most effective ways to do this is a simple practice called 4-7-8 breathing. You inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for 7. Then exhale gently for 8. You repeat the cycle a few times, not because you're forcing something to happen, but because you're inviting your body into peace. The numbers aren't magic. What matters is the rhythm, the structure. The gentle extension of the exhale, that long, slow release, is where the nervous system softens. That's when the body starts to remember what rest feels like. At first, it might feel unfamiliar. You might get distracted. That's okay. Come back to it, again and again, with kindness. No pressure, no judgment. Just breathe. In for 4. Hold for 7. Out for 8. And while you do, let yourself focus on how it feels. The cool air entering your nose. The pause, full quiet, and then the warm air leaving your body, carrying tension with it. With every round, your heart rate slows. Your thoughts lose their urgency. Your body leans back into stillness. This isn't a trick, it's biology. Deep, intentional breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of you that knows how to rest and repair. It lowers cortisol, reduces blood pressure, calms inflammation. It brings you home to yourself gently, without force. And here's the thing, you don't need to get it perfect. You don't even need to count exactly. Just the intention, the slowing down, the choosing to breathe on purpose is enough to shift your state. You are not doing a breathing technique. You are reclaiming your calm, breath by breath. For those who find silence too sharp, pairing your breathing with a soft image can help. Imagine a tide rolling in as you inhale and gently pulling away as you exhale. Or think of a candle flame flickering slowly, calmly, never in a rush. These small visuals can anchor you. They turn your breath into a quiet ritual, a signal to your body that it's time to stop fighting the night. The beauty of breath work is that it's yours. No one has to know. You can do it lying down, eyes closed, lights off. And even if sleep doesn't return immediately, you've still created a pocket of peace. You've reminded your body what safety feels like. That alone is worth everything. In a world full of pills, noise, and pressure to fix things quickly, breath brings us back to something ancient, something honest, something deeply human. At 3 a.m., when everything feels uncertain, your breath is your constant. It won't solve every problem, but it might soften the edges of this one. And sometimes that's enough to let sleep come back, not as something you chase, but something that gently finds you. Part 4. If you must get up, do it kindly. There are nights when no amount of stillness, no breath pattern, no mindset shift is enough. Your bladder nudges you. A cramp in your leg won't let go. The air in the room feels too warm or too still. And despite your best efforts, you realize you need to get up. That's okay. Let's take the pressure off right there. Getting out of bed in the middle of the night doesn't mean you've failed. It doesn't mean your sleep is broken. It just means your body's asking for something. Maybe it's a quick trip to the bathroom. Maybe it's a sip of water. Maybe it's simply a moment to reset. The key isn't to avoid getting up at all costs. The key is how you do it, because the way you rise matters. When you jump out of bed abruptly, turn on bright lights, or reach for your phone, you're sending a very clear message to your brain: wake up fully. That one moment of full stimulation, the sudden glare, the movement, the scrolling can shift your body from barely awake to daytime mode in seconds. And once that shift happens, it's much harder to ease back into sleep. But there's another way. If you must rise, do it as if you're holding a sleeping baby. Slowly, quietly, with care. Think of your nervous system as that baby, easily startled, easily stirred. soften your movements. Don't flip on the overhead light. Instead, consider using a small, warm nightlight in the hallway or bathroom, just enough to guide you safely without waking your senses completely. Avoid checking the time. Avoid talking if you live with someone. Move like it's still nighttime because for your body it is. The same goes for drinking water. Thirst is real and it can disrupt your sleep. But instead of heading to the kitchen or opening the fridge, try keeping a small glass of room temperature water next to your bed. Not cold, just neutral. That way, if your mouth feels dry, you can sip slowly without turning the act into an event. No brightness, no movement, no stimulation. Just a brief, gentle moment of care, and then return. As soon as your body feels a little more settled, head back to bed, without the inner dialogue of ugh, now I'll never fall asleep. Those thoughts, while understandable, become their own kind of stimulant. Instead, offer yourself a quiet message. It's still my night. I'm still allowed to rest. These little decisions, dim light over bright, stillness over scrolling, kindness over frustration, they add up. They create an atmosphere where your body doesn't panic, where your system doesn't flip into high alert. They send a signal that says, we're not done resting yet. It's worth noting that for many older adults, nighttime wake-ups become more common. Bladder sensitivity, light sleep, shifting hormones, or long-standing habits all play a role. But common doesn't mean powerless. You still have influence, not always over whether you wake up, but absolutely over what happens after. The next time you feel the urge to rise at 2 or 3 a.m., don't treat it like a crisis. Treat it like a whisper, something to respond to with softness, not urgency. Take your time, move gently, breathe slowly as you walk. Let the night stay quiet around you. You're not up for the day, you're just momentarily between waves of sleep. And the way you move through that moment might be the bridge that carries you back to rest. Getting up isn't the end of your night, it's simply part of it. And with the right care, it can be part of the healing too. If you've made it to this point in the video, thank you. Really, it means you've stayed through something most people rush past. You've chosen to listen not just for tips or tricks, but for something deeper, for understanding, for peace, maybe even for permission. And I want to leave you with this. Waking up in the middle of the night doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean your body has failed you or that you're doing something wrong. It means you're human. It means you've lived long enough to know the weight of worry, the ache of memory, and the quiet longing for rest that doesn't have to be earned. What you've learned today isn't complicated, but it is powerful. You've learned that trying too hard can keep sleep further away. That stillness, without pressure, is healing in itself. That your breath is more than just air, it's a gentle tool that can guide you home. And that even when you have to rise, how you rise makes all the difference. There is no perfect night, no perfect formula, but there is a different way to meet the night when it interrupts you, with less force, less judgment, more softness, more grace. And if there's one message I hope you carry with you, it's this: you don't need to fight your body. You can partner with it, support it, forgive it, and maybe even thank it for trying so hard every single night to take care of you. So the next time you wake up at 2:13 a.m., remember you're not alone. And you don't need to rush back to sleep. You can rest, you can breathe, you can move gently through that moment and know this too will pass. And rest will return, not because you chased it, but because you made space for it. Thank you for spending this time with me. I know how personal this topic is. And if no one has reminded you lately, you are not your sleep struggles. You are still whole, still worthy, and still deeply capable of healing. I hope tonight is kinder to you. And even if it's not, I hope you are kinder to yourself. Sweet dreams, truly.